What's going on, gang? LG back with another video, and I've just finished recording another video that I'll post probably today. But I said I was going to be truly authentic on this journey, and even after recording that video, I think I'm 7 or 8 videos in, and that voice in my head, it's like, who do nobody's going to watch this. Why are you doing this? Why are you continuing to record these videos? And obviously I'm feeling a bit flat today, and that impacts my energy, my mood, how I feel, and again it is putting up those blockers for me to chase my dreams. And I know everything logically, and I have all the information, and even though I can look at it all and say, right, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this, I've done that, and I've got all these qualifications, certificates, and I've got everything there to say that you are enough, you do know what you're talking about. That voice is still saying, no, you don't. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't have what it takes. This is never going to work out. And this is just a prime example, as if people from the outside, it looks like everything's going great for me. It does, I've got my beautiful family, I've got my house, my car, everything from the outside looks like I have it all figured out. But in the inside, it's still a battle. And I know that I'm not the only one that goes through this. But what I want to do is I want to talk about it, because I know that there's people out there who have got dreams, who are sitting there, they're desperate to do something, but the voice is so strong right now to say to them, you can't do it. And I'm using this channel as proof that you can do it. No matter what it is that you chose to do, you would not have that dream if you could not make it a reality. Okay, and I've got plenty of experience myself and how these things have created. And when my life takes a dip, it's because I'm not fully aware of all the thoughts that are going through my mind, because I can get caught up in everyday life, being a parent, being a husband, because the everyday things sometimes can be a struggle. When you've got 2 children and, a dog and a wife, and there's responsibilities, and sometimes I can go on to autopilot, and then the negativity will step in. And this is where, like, the awareness and understanding that, that voice is not true, okay? It's just trying to keep you staying the same. And the more that you allow that voice or the more that you listen to that voice, the longer it's going to take for you to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. So right now, if you are sitting there and you're fed up with your job, or you are not happy in any area of your life, you need to ask yourself, right, what's it going to take for me to change my situation? What's it going to take for me to change my reality? It could be as simple as reading a book. It could be as simple as going for a walk. It could be simple as joining a gym. It could be simple as cutting out sugar, not cutting out sugar completely, maybe fizzy drinks. But there's something that you want to do, and maybe you're too scared to do it, or you've got these doubts. But ask yourself, do you want to be sitting in a year's time with zero progress towards that, looking back and thinking, if only I'd have started it a year ago? Because time is passing, regardless if you believe it or not, or if it's going faster or slower, time will pass. So why not use the time to take the steps towards what it is that you want to achieve? Because the more that you move and take the steps for what it is that you want to achieve, the better you're going to become at it. Okay, you just look at, for gym, for example, the gym. When I first started the gym, I didn't know what I was doing, but I've been going for years now, and it's second nature to me. It's so easy. I find everything so easy. I don't have to worry about planning things, and that's because I've done it that often. It's like I'm just programmed to to understand what I need to eat, what I need to do in the gym. It's like unconscious to me now. But there was a time where I was a newbie, and that's the same right now. I'm on this journey of YouTube. I'm a newbie, but the more videos I record, the more I understand the direction that I want to go, the topics I want to discuss. Well, and that's for you. Maybe you want to become a coach, or maybe you want to be a teacher, or you want to help people, or you want to do something that's going to positively impact humanity. And it doesn't have to be massive to change the world right now, but maybe that is your goal, to positively impact the world. You have to start somewhere. You have to take that first step. And what was the saying? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So if you're sitting there in the fears and the doubts, use that as a catalyst. And I've spoke about it in previous videos. If you're scared, that means it's something on the other side of that fear that's going to take you towards where it is that you want to go. So don't let fear hold you back. Don't let anything hold you back. Don't let people hold you back. And even if you want to do it in silence, okay, start doing it. Don't tell anybody about it. But at least you're doing it. Read that book. Take that course. Do whatever it is the first step. And then do the same again the next day, and then the same again the next day. Because I can be here talking all the talk and knowing all the what it is that I need to know, but yet that voice will still pop in and say, yeah, you've not got what it takes. You're not going to do it. And any person who's achieved a level of success, they will tell you that they still have that voice popping in. They've just conditioned themselves not to listen to it, but it still comes there. It still tries to drag them back. So use this today as a little bit of a motivation for you to get up off your arse and take that first step, no matter what it is. Okay? Who told you that you were not enough? Who told you that you could not achieve your dreams? Who told you that? If somebody did tell you that, it's a lie. You don't have to listen to anybody. Start connecting with who you are. Because see, when you go for your heart's desire and you take the steps, I promise you it will materialise. It will. But it has to be from the heart. Okay? It's not about... See, a lot of people say, you ask them what they want. I want money. They don't want money. They want what money will bring them. Freedom, safety, security. So what is it that you would do if money was no object and you had a magic wand? What is the one thing that you would truly love to do? And there will be some action that you can take to move towards that. And if you say there's no action, then you're making excuses, because there'll always be something. You're just not connecting with your inner heart, yourself. Because if you just say, what's the next obvious action step? Something will come up. And it's up to you to be aware enough to listen to that. This is why meditation is so important for me. Because I can have a query, or I can have a thought, or I can have fear or whatever, and I can go into meditation and set the intention to receive guidance. Now, I might not receive guidance in that moment while I'm meditating, but most cases, probably 99% or 0.99% of the time, I will receive that guidance, whether it's through picking up a book, watching a podcast, watching a YouTube video, or I have a sudden epiphany when I'm out walking my dog in nature. I will always get it. You need to learn to trust yourself. Because I guarantee you, through your whole life, you've been told certain things where you don't believe in yourself. And you have these limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Now's the time to let go of all of that shit and say, I am the creator of my own life. I will create this. Nothing will stop me. Because see, if it's true to you, then you will create it, because you will not quit until it's a reality. This is why people don't create what they want, because they quit or they give up. too early. What was the guy who was digging for gold? He'd spent all his money on the equipment, was digging for gold, and he gave up. And then he sold his equipment to the guy who was standing outside, and the guy who was standing outside took the equipment, dug 3 feet deeper, and hit the vein of gold. So please, do not quit. The world needs what you've got to offer. And if you're watching this channel and you're watching me, you will know that there's more for you. You will know that you have a purpose in life. You will know that you're born for more. There's a reason why you're here. There's no accident. There's a reason why you're watching this channel. There's no accidents. And people might call me crazy and think I'm a Fruit Loop. But my experience from being an active alcoholic addict who was totally out of control, every area of his whole life was a mess. Then one day I have a spiritual awakening, and then my life becomes amazing after that. Now, don't get me wrong. I have lots of ups and downs. But I'm free from substance. I'm happy in my skin. I'm happy with what I have. I'm grateful. Every day I wake up and loving my life. And some days are difficult, like we're humans. But to go from that to that, and I've always believed that I'm here for something greater. And then I got confirmation for that through my spirit guides, through my spirituality. So if you believe that you are here for something greater, and you have a bigger purpose, and you have that feeling inside, it means that you have. And the only thing stopping you is the doubt. And when you take action, it erases the doubt. Then when you take enough action, it becomes knowing. You know you can do it. And when you know you can do it, that's when it materializes. And this is why I say, yeah, I have my doubts about my fears about YouTube, about this journey that I'm on. And I still have them. But you know what? I know that as long as I'm taking action, then I'll become stronger, I'll become better, and there'll be a day where I will feel that knowing, and I will have arrived at a place where I could say, I have achieved this step in my life. Let's move to the next one. So I just rabbled for 12 minutes there. I just felt that I had to come on and share that because I was feeling like a fraud after doing my last video, even though I'm not. But that just shows you how powerful our mind can be. It can play tricks on us to keep us small, to keep us the same, to stop us from chasing our dreams. It's just the ego identity trying to keep you limited, trying to keep you the same, trying to stop you from creating a dream that you desire, a life that you desire. Okay, the identity doesn't want to die. If you think about it, the biggest fear most people have is dying. Your identity is the same. It doesn't want to die. And it thinks when you change and you achieve a certain goal or whatever it may be, you start that business, you get that six pack, you meet the person of your dreams or whatever it is, it thinks that's a threat to the identity's survival. So it thinks it's going to die. So it does everything in its power to keep you the same. It doesn't want you to change. That's why you keep going in the same patterns over and over again. You keep meeting the same type of people. You keep the same thing happens in the job. Same circumstances over and over again continue to happen to you. Okay, so it's time to break out of that. It's time to step into your power and say, you know what? This is who I am. This is what I'm going to create. And I am going to do it. Nothing's going to stop me. Absolutely nothing. And you've got the power. You've got the ability. You've got everything you need. It's all inside. Just tap into it. Tap into that inner well that you have in there. I love you. Take care. And I'll see you on the next one.